I just came on my Instagram. I'm opening my platform for anybody want to come on and propose to somebody. You know, if you want to come on and propose, whether you're a brother and you got a lady out there that you want to propose to publicly, you want to surprise her. This is better than putting it on the billboard. Do it on the Choke No Joke screen. You know, I'll just send you the link and you come on, you tell us your name, you tell us her name, where you met, how y'all fell in love, and why you want to marry her. And then ask her to marry you. All you gotta do is put a hand up. Let me see somebody put a hand up. That go for you ladies too. If you ladies is Chrissy from Jim Jones' girlfriend, and you don't mind dropping on one knee for your man, and you want to come on the screen and drop the one knee and ask your man to marry you, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Be like Chrissy. Be a boss. Be a boss. Go to the jewelry store, get a ring like Chrissy, ladies, and go get the man that you want. Be a boss. Break. Sexy nigga said, "Nah, I'm good." Be a boss, ladies. This is Valentine's Day. Go down to Tiffany's or your local jeweler, the Diamond District. Get your man a couple of carrots. You know what I'm saying? And to go, pull him out in front of his mother and his father, in front of your mother and father, and you drop the one baby girl and say, "I'm tired of playing these games, fool. I need to be knocked up and walk down that aisle." You know, Chrissy gang. You know what I mean? It's Chrissy gang. Chrissy gang. Where all my Chrissy gang girls at? They propose to their man. They ain't waiting for no man to propose to them. They gonna drop the one knee and they gonna get their man. Tell them, Chrissy style. It's Valentine's Day now. And somebody says she's still not his wife. Yeah, because he wasn't ready. What you mean? He wasn't ready. She was ready. He wasn't ready. You know what I mean? It ain't her. So if she ain't the wife, that's on him. You know, you never know. Jim might have proposed today. We don't know. We gotta check his Instagram, see what Jim did for Valentine's Day this year. He might have finally popped the question. He been in the gym long enough. His squad game's on 100. He could drop the one knee easy. You know what I mean? If she could do it, he damn sure could do it. So we don't got nobody. Okay, man. I gave don't say I never tried to give y'all the opportunity for free promotion and stuff. We can't, y'all can put your hand up to wave, but y'all ain't gonna put your hand up to propose to y'all lady. I hope none of y'all sitting next to y'all lady right now, or she can hear this. You probably put the headphones on, like, yo, what Choke doing, man? This nigga Choke on some Steve Harvey-ish tonight. What is he doing? He thinking like a woman? What you say? He probably did propose to her. He probably did. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Somebody said they common law married now. That depends on where they live at. I wonder if it's common law marriage in New York. Let's see. If Jim and Chrissy been together for 7 years in the state of New York, they common law married. So Jim is married to her. They've been together longer than 7 years. I wonder if he know that. She technically could call herself his wife by common law. How interesting. Wow, that is interesting. Oh, they married. They definitely common law married. Wow. Okay, y'all fellas. Some of y'all fellas might be married. They moved to Miami. Let's see what they let's see what the I know this nigga Jim like choke. What the hell you doing? Let's see. In Florida, common law marriage. How long? 7 years too. 7 years. So shout out to y'all that been if you're in Miami, you're in New York, and you've been with your girl 7 years, and you are not, and y'all didn't walk down the aisle, y'all ain't got to walk down the aisle. Y'all already married. New York, 7 years common law marriage. Okay. Texas, it was lower. Florida, 7 years as well. So, what up, LA? What's good? Is that LA or Louisiana? Because you putting LA up there. I don't know. It could be Louisiana or it could be Los Angeles. Shantia. Somebody said no common law in New York. Yes, it is. You better look it up. Because I just looked it up. I ain't gonna talk about it unless I look it up. It say it right here. You want to see it? Oh no, it's not. You right. Y'all right. They not valid in New York. So what is this right here talking about? See, this is where I've seen it at. You see that? That's what I pulled up. Right here. I said, how many years is a common law marriage in New York? I said, so if you've been with a partner for a long time, it starts considering yourselves common law married, a sort of marriage-like status that triggers when you live together for 7 years. And this was in 2016, but I see up here, as y'all said, our common law marriage is valid in New York. No, New York State does not recognize common law marriages as valid. Such marriages was abolished in New York since 1933. And 1933 is a long time ago. So Jim, you good, Jim? You dodged the bullet, B. You dodged the bullet. But let's see about Florida, though. Since common law marriage is not recognized in Florida, that means living with your spouse not only does not constitute a marriage, it actually means you are breaking the law. What? 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 Since common law marriage is not recognized in Florida, that means living with your spouse not only does not constitute a marriage, it actually means you are breaking the law. How are you breaking the law? Y'all get that? This is crazy. Do y'all get that? They cannot abolish it. They are being misleading. Biblically, you saying they saying that biblically? Common law marriage, Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, New Hampshire for inheritance purpose only. I live in Florida. Everything is illegal. BS, they are lying. The Bible. Yes. What about in Jersey? Jersey does not recognize it either. Yes, sir. All right, let's see. Yo, so if you shacked up in Miami right now with a chick, you breaking the law. So right now, since Jim and Chrissy is not married, you trying to tell me they breaking the law and living in Florida? What does that mean? Are they saying that's what do they call that? Fornication? Fornicating? Is that what it is? I don't get that. Since common law marriage is not recognized in Florida, that means that living with your spouse not only does not constitute a marriage, it actually means you are breaking the law. Here we go. For reference's sake, the below states that allow common law marriages that could be transmuted to Florida as of 2019. Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Texas, like I said, Utah. So if you're in Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, New Hampshire, South Carolina, interesting. I know it's a lot of y'all in South Carolina right now. In Texas, let's see. South Carolina. So why is this just South Carolina and not North Carolina? That's crazy. You may not be surprised to know that, yes, South Carolina does recognize common law marriage. There's no difference between a common law marriage and a traditional marriage ceremony with a marriage license. Whoa. Now, if you in South Carolina and you got that chick in your house and she been there for how many years? Let's see. 7 years. Although there's a frequent misconception that couples will be automatically recognized as being in a common law marriage after living together for 7 years, the length of the relationship is not a determining factor. A common law marriage, like any other marriage, is a contract. Woo. Now here it's saying common law marriage can no longer be formed in South Carolina. But up here it says it is. What is common law marriage in South Carolina? A marriage usually involves both spouses obtaining a marriage license from the probate court and having a ceremony where the spouses exchange vows. In a common law marriage, the couple may be considered married even without a ceremony and a marriage license. Wow. If no impediment to marriage, both parties are legally free to marry, such as not already married to someone else, not brother and sister, and not underage. Cohabitate, cohabitation, right? What is it? Yeah. Cohab, COVID, I'm tongue tied. Cohabitation. The parties must be cohabitative, live together. Present intend to be married. They must be in agreement, formal or informal, and an intent to be married. What's formal or informal? In writing, like he can insinuate that he wanted to get married, and like with the what? This must be an agreement, formal or informal, and an intent to be married. Reputation. Both parties must hold themselves out to the public as husband and wife. Now, most couples that are not married, that been together for a long time, will refer to each other as husband and wife. But if you in South Carolina and y'all been together for 7 years and y'all been cohabitative together, living together, then y'all technically in these states are married. Cohabitation. Cohabitation. That's how it's pronounced. Cohabitation. In South Carolina, it does. Living together create a common law marriage. No, many couples live together in South Carolina without creating a common law marriage. Also, the length of the time you live together doesn't by itself determine whether a common law marriage exists. In fact, no South Carolina laws say that a certain number of years of cohabitation creates a common law marriage. A couple could live together for decades without creating a common law marriage, or they could create a common law marriage based on one evening of living together. Oh, hell to the no. Oh, hell to the no. I would not be moving to South Carolina ever. Did y'all hear that? You could be considered common law married if a couple could live together for decades without creating a common law marriage, or they could create a common law marriage based on one evening of living together. How does that even happen in one evening? So a girl could spend a night and go file court petition and say you her husband, you her common law husband for one night. For one night? If y'all in South Carolina, y'all better go take them to the hotel. Do not bring them home. You wake up, she gonna have her stuff in the closet. That go for you too, ladies. These bum niggas come from jail. You know, you ain't had none in a long time. You go out to the bar, had a few drinks. You see this dude, he all looking all buff. You thinking because he was in the gym or something. You say, oh, he a trainer. No. He's a lifer. He's a 3-time felon. And you take him home. And he be in that kitchen in the morning, butt naked, cooking you eggs and cheese. Like in Baby Boy. You hungry? And your kids come up in there, he's standing in that kitchen butt naked. And you be like, you gotta go. You gotta go. Gotta go where? You don't know the law? Girl, I've been locked up 30 years. I know the law. I live here now. I'm your Commonwealth husband. I just met you last night. It wasn't last night. It's technically at 24 hours. Yeah, you sleep a long time, baby. You want some bacon? Get out my house! Get out my house! Your house. This is our house, baby. We married. You heard of common law marriage? How is common law marriage different from a traditional marriage? Besides the way in which the couple married, there is no difference. Parties to a common law marriage have the same duties, responsibilities, and rights as if they were formally married. Oh, so now Big Black Bill that you done met at the club last night, not only did he move in, now he gonna divorce you and take half your goddamn money, baby girl. Oh, I feel sorry for y'all in South Carolina and these other states. You might as well go ahead and tell him to make you some biscuits to go with that eggs and bacon, because he in there. Parties to a common law marriage have the same duties, responsibilities, and rights as if they were formally married. In other words, a couple married under the common law is just as married as a couple who had a formal marriage ceremony. So your girlfriend done got the show. She done got the horse and carriage, and they, all friends, the bridesmaids, they done had this bachelorette party. They done did it up. You in the kitchen with Big Black Bill trying to get him out of there. And you didn't even get all the goddamn bells and whistles, baby girl. Also, to end their relationship, a couple married under common law must get a divorce. South Carolina is not for me. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. I don't know how we got here, but I am glad we got here. So now, not only you can't kick Big Bill out because the police said technically he lived here with you and he's your Commonwealth husband. She like, but I don't even know his name. He just told me Big Black Bill. Sorry, lady. I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. You know, Big Black Bill, it is, but technically we can't kick him out. In the state of in the state of South Carolina, it's legal, baby. I'm sorry. Is there anything else that we can help you with? Can you make him put his fucking clothes on at least? God damn it! He's here cooking bacon by naked in front of my babies. You want some butter and jelly on them biscuits, baby? Oh, God. All right. In South Carolina, how do I prove I'm in a common law marriage? Now, this got to be the best part. Because how is Big Black Bill going to prove that he's in a common law marriage? Let's see what proof that he got. First, you have to show that you both legally free to marry as mentioned above. Well, if he ain't married to nobody, that's a no-brainer, especially if he just came home from doing 30 years. You know, he been in there since he was a teenager. He was too young to get married. Second, you must show that you and your partner live together for some period of time. Well, if the police come there and he in there, he can tell them however long he been in there. It's her word against his. The third and fourth items, because they said 24 hours or overnight can be considered common law marriage. The third and fourth items, intent to be married and a reputation as a married couple, can be challenging to prove. You goddamn right. Intent to be married. Intent to be married can either be formal, such as a written agreement signed by both parties stating they're married, or informal, such as calling each other husband and wife. Whether the intent is formal or informal, you must also show that you and your partner both held yourselves out to the public as being husband and wife. They can be having sex and he's like, you my wifey? I'm your wife. Say I'm your husband. I'm your husband. Come on, let's go to the store. Hey, what's up, Big Black Bill? Who you with? Oh, there's the wife. Right, baby? Yeah, wifey. And they had that same person in court. Hey, yo, when we see you that day we was going to the store and you asked me who I say she was. What did I say? Your wife. And what did she say? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go, Your Honor. It's that easy. Holding yourself out to the public as married. This is also called reputation. Essentially, you must show evidence that both you and your partner act in ways so that the public accepted you as a married couple. Examples include both parties in the relationship told others that they were husband and wife. I just told you how you could do that. That would not only be proof of an intent to be married, but also proof that you held yourself out to the public as a married couple. If one party was making that claim and the other party didn't know it, then that wouldn't be proof of reputation. However, if one party was making that claim in front of the other party and the other party remained silent and let others think that there was a marriage, then that would be proof that you were married under common law. See? Right, baby? Yes. Boom, you married. Or the couples fill out paperwork using the same last name. Again, this would be proof of an intent to be married and proof of reputation. A few examples of this include joint checking accounts, a lease agreement. A lease agreement is easy. Hotel and motel registry, very easy. Joint tax returns, beneficiaries on the life insurance. Why does it matter whether I'm in a common law marriage? If a couple breaks up, the rights between them can be drastically different depending on whether they're considered to be in a common law marriage. Here are some examples. Bigamy. If the couple is married under the common law, then they must get a divorce. Otherwise, it's illegal for either of them to get remarried. That's crazy as hell. Alimony. Let's assume that an unmarried couple lives together and one of them provides most or all of the financial support by paying the bills. If the couple splits apart, each party is on its own financially. However, if the couple is married under common law, then the breadwinner may have an obligation to pay alimony to the other party. That's crazy. I won't be going to South Carolina. So that means Big Black Bill, this woman was a prestigious professor at Harvard with 4 degrees making $4 million a year. And Big Black Bill just lucked up and he spent the night and stayed a week. A week turned to a month. And then she said, get out. And he said, no, I'm your common law husband. And when she went to kick him out, she found out she had to divorce him. She paid for a divorce, and then she turned around and had to pay this man alimony. Now, you just seen Mary J. Blige pay Kendu 40 grand a month. Alimony can be expensive. I feel sorry for y'all in South Carolina that's hearing this for the first time, and you got a chick in your house, or you got a dude in your house. This is an uncomfortable Valentine's Day for y'all. You like, this is probably your first Valentine's Day in South Carolina. First night, she letting you spend the night, or vice versa, you let her spend the night, and y'all hearing this information, and y'all both like this. She like, whoa, word? This is a nice house, huh? Oh, this is all yours? You love me, huh? Call me wifey. Huh? Call me wifey. Don't call me by my name. Call me wifey. Why you want me to call you wifey? Don't worry about it. I just, I can't tell you I was watching Choke Show the other day and I learned something. So I'm coming over. Look, me and my mom having problems right now. Can I stay with you for a few days? You said you love me, right? Yeah, well, it's Valentine's Day. How about I just come stay the week with you? And he thirsty, like, word? We gonna pop off? Word? You gonna stay the whole week? Yeah, me and my moms, we going through something. But yeah, let me come. I'm gonna bring some clothes with me. It's okay? Right? Oh, you my little hubby, right? She got the recorder right there. You my hubby, right? Okay. What's my name? Wifey. Huh? Wifey. Okay. Oh, we together. I'm coming to stay with you, okay? All right. I'm gonna bring, make sure your trunk is clear because I overpack. I always overpack. I go away for 2 days and have 3 suitcases. I always overpack. So just make sure you got enough room in your trunk, because I'm gonna bring a few things. You know, I got a bag just for my suit, for my shoes alone. I got a suitcase, so I'm gonna stay with you for a week. Okay, we gonna go swimming and all that too. Yeah, okay, okay, hubby. I holler at you. What time you be here? Okay, yeah, because my mother getting on my nerves. Hurry up. Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you, Choke No Joke. I just got me a South Carolina moving. I'm 25 to 3,500 square foot, 5 bedrooms with the pool and a little gym. Thank you, Choke. I'm about to move in. Common law. And I'm stay there. I told him a week. When I put it on this boy, I'll be there for a month. And then I'm out. And I'm going to divorce him. And I'm going to take half. He's not going to know what I'm doing. And let's talk about assets and debts. Assets and debts. When an unmarried couple lives together, it's common for both of them to contribute financially to their relationship. He gonna pay all the bills, and she gonna buy her makeup, such as helping to make mortgage payments or buying furniture and appliances together. Oh, she gonna go and uh she gonna get him to take a drive. Oh, I want to change this. Let me change that. Let me add that. Bam. She got that taken care of. She added to the house, or buying furniture and appliances together. I'm saying giving girls scams and dudes. What am I doing here? Let me stop with all the extra stuff. Let me just read this. Because I'm saying, thinking about it, somebody probably saying, taking notes like, I'm about to move to South Carolina right now. Or somebody in South Carolina like, what? Say what? I'm going to the club tonight. Or buying furniture and appliances together. When an unmarried couple splits, major problems can arise over the property and debts if the parties can't agree on how to divide their assets and debts. For example, we deal with the case where an unmarried couple lived in a home that was titled in the boyfriend's name, but both parties signed the mortgage. When the couple broke up, the boyfriend was legally entitled to keep the property and the equity in the property, even though the girlfriend made mortgage payments for several years. To make matters worse, the boyfriend wasn't able to make the mortgage payment on his own. And the house went into foreclosure. Because the girlfriend signed the mortgage, her credit was ruined, and the bank tried to collect directly from her. If the couple had been married, then the family court could have ordered that the property be sold and the woman received her fair share of the equity in the home. Also, the family court could have ordered that she remain in the home instead of the boyfriend. Ah. So in other words, if she moved in with him and then he went broke and couldn't make his payments, couldn't pay his mortgage, and she started paying the mortgage for him over all these years, being that they're not married, then the dude gets the house and everything, but he couldn't keep up the property. He couldn't keep up the payment, so he loses it. Had they been married, the court would have made them either sell a house and gave her money back, or let her stay in the house. If the unmarried couple has a child, then the law states that the mother has full custody of the child. I never understood that, but whatever. Absent absent a family court order stating otherwise. Oh, okay. Absent a family court stating otherwise. The father has no rights other than to support the child. Ain't that a mother effing BITCH? Y'all heard that? That just turned my stomach. Kanye, you heard that? Lucky you're in California, but that don't even matter because this applies to all states. That's crazy. The father has no rights other than to support the child. So I don't have no right to see the child, no visitation, unless I go file for it. I have no right to chastise my child if they doing wrong. What confines is support the child? Financial support? If the unmarried couple has a child, then the law states that the mother has full custody of the child, absent a family court order stating otherwise. The father has no right other than to support the child. However, if the couple is married under common law, then the father's rights are as equal to the mother's rights. I like that. So that means, fellas, if you're in South Carolina and you lived with a girl and y'all had a kid, but y'all didn't get married, but y'all had that kid in the state of California, in the state of South Carolina, you are her common law husband and you have equal rights to the mother. So if you have a kid in South Carolina with a girl and she's acting like a bee to you and not letting you see your kids, y'all are co-parenting. You have equal rights to this child under the common law. So if your the kid's mother, and if you establish, because a lot of us go through this. This is why I'm stating this to the fellas. That's in the state of South Carolina. Even if you wasn't married and you lived with your girl for a number of times and y'all have a kid now, if you have equal rights to the mother, which means y'all both have the right to have that kid. So she can't tell you can't see the kid, and you got the right to have the kid anytime you want. But I'm not telling you that to go and take the kid. Just know that if you having troubles, you go to the court and say that, hey, we were common law married. If you can prove that, and then y'all co-parents. Death and probate. If an unmarried couple lives together and one partner dies without a will, then the other partner has no rights to inherit any money or property from the deceased. If the couple is married under the common law, then even if the deceased didn't have a will, the survivor will receive half of the deceased estate if they had kids, and all other estate if they didn't have kids. So fellas, women, if you're in South Carolina or these other common law states and you living with somebody and y'all out here saying that y'all together and y'all married even though y'all not married, if one of y'all die, that person is going to have the right over your family if you don't have a will. And they are going to get half of your property if you have kids. And if you don't have kids, they're getting all of your estate. Keep that in mind. Also, if the deceased partner had a will but purposely left the other out of the will, the common law spouse will still be entitled to 1/3 of the deceased estate. So even if you have a will in South Carolina and you don't leave your significant other anything, or your common law wife or husband anything, they still going to get 1/3 of whatever you had. This is crazy. You got to be careful living in these common law states. How do I avoid creating a common law marriage? Stay the hell out of somebody's house. You can enter into a written agreement that you both sign that makes it clear that while your relationship is romantic, you have no intention of getting married, and that you can only be considered married by formally obtaining a marriage license. Otherwise, make sure you don't hold yourself out to the public as a husband and wife as follows. Don't tell anyone you're married. If your significant other introduces you as a spouse, correct them. Yo, this is my wife. Nigga. I'm your boo. This is my husband. What? I'm your boyfriend. I ain't your husband. What you mean, husband? Ain't no ring on my finger. So that could be kind of embarrassing. File separate tax returns. If you buy a house together, make sure the mortgage you sign doesn't list you as married. Keep bank accounts and credit cards separate. Now, some of y'all get bank accounts together because some of you trick dudes, y'all go and put your girl on your account and give her a card because you be giving her so much money that you might as well just go ahead and just give her a card. And then some of y'all try to share accounts just to show some type of loyalty in the relationship. Don't put utilities and other bills in both of your names. That's going to happen if y'all move into a spot together. Some of y'all might move into a spot together and get a spot together because y'all need both y'all credits together just to get the spot. And y'all might act like y'all married. So it's very hard. Overall, use common sense and don't confuse the public about your relationship. But some of y'all women, y'all like to piss on men like trees and fire hydrants and poles like dogs. Y'all got to mark y'all territory. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't mark your territory, these chicks don't know. And you want them to know. So some of y'all be like, yo, that's my husband. And y'all ain't even married. You dig? So I don't know where that came from, y'all, but somebody needed that information. That just turned into a whole goddamn topic in itself. So let's see, what was the states again that have common law? Okay. So with all that I just said, these are the places, once again, that recognize common law marriage. So if you're here in Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Texas, and Texas is a big state, and Utah. Those are the places. Now, if you find this to be a good hustle for you, you want to go get you a husband or a wife and get your common law on, then you can move to Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Texas, and Utah. Only place I lived before out of these places was Texas. I did visit Colorado before Denver. Never been to Iowa. Never been to Kansas. Never been to Montana. Never been to New Hampshire. Been to South Carolina plenty of times. In Utah. Never been to Utah. But shout out to all y'all that's out there. If you didn't know this information, you learned today. You learned today. So any of y'all couples want to move to South Carolina? Somebody said, no, don't come to Texas. That was interesting. I'm sure it's somebody that know common law all so well and use that as a hustle. Because if you are smart and you read that and you are a hustler, like you see in the movies, you know, you can really use common law as a come up. I'm sure some gold diggers out there like, nigga, you late. You late, Joe. I done had 2-3 divorces already. I done got caked up. They probably moved from these common law states. They done moved from they grew up in Colorado, got a person in Kansas, and probably living in South Carolina right now on their third Vic. That's a gold digger's dream right there. Like that is a gold digger's hustle right there. That's crazy. But hold on, y'all. I need to get me a beverage. Feeling a little parched for a second. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab a drink real quick.